If you have something you feel like you need to do, but it's a bit of a chore, a goal, maybe that's lose weight, quit vaping, quit smoking, save some extra money, you might struggle to do it because it's basically something you don't want to do, but you feel like you need to do it. And if you've struggled in the past, you might want to try this one thing, and that is make it an adventure. And I've realised that whenever I do something and set my mind to it, a goal that I want to achieve, if I do it with the mundane mindset of this is something I have to do to get what I want, two things are true about that. The first is it never works because I get bored and quit because it's just too mundane. And the second is you're kind of missing the whole point of life, because you're basically saying you can't be present. I'm going to do something that I'm totally not interested in until I reach this goal, then I can live my life again. So you're postponing life and presence and being in reality until you achieve this goal. So if you've got to lose 20 pounds, you go, right, I'm not going to like this, it's all going to suck. But then when I'm 20 pounds lighter, I can live my life and be happy again. So you need to make it an adventure. And I'll give you a couple of examples of this. When I was on the RCIA course learning about the Catholic faith, I just instinctively, I didn't know this was like a technique at the time, but I made it an adventure. So I went to Rome and visited the Vatican, last minute, totally spontaneous, and it makes it very exciting. And you'll probably say, oh well, you don't want to spend money, maybe you don't have the money to go to Rome or whatever it is. But an example now, I've been struggling recently to get back on the weight loss journey and to lose weight. I shifted my focus to religion and money, so belief and money. And you can only focus on so many things at once. So my health, I've been steadily gaining weight the more I focus on money. And I keep saying to myself, get back on the weight loss, get back on the health. And it just hasn't been working because I've been telling myself it's something I have to do. Whereas I've been finding the religion and money it's like an adventure. What do I have to do? What do I get to do to earn the money? What do I get to do to learn more about the Catholic faith? I'm meeting new people. I'm going to places I've never been before. So recently I've made this mindset shift and I've said, oh, you just wanted to lose weight because it's something you feel like you have to do. And the things you have to do to achieve it, you're not interested in. So I've set myself the task of walking 10 miles a day as my exercise and being in a calorie deficit. So that's what I have to do. So that's mundane. Walking 10 miles a day, you can go to your gym on a treadmill, boring, mundane. Calorie deficit, basically boring. And all the time I focused on it like that, it wouldn't work and I didn't stick to it. But I thought, this is an adventure. This is my life. I can't just say, oh, I'll wait until I've lost 20 pounds and I can live my life and do the fun thing of focusing on money and belief again and relationships. So my mindset's completely shifted now. It's an adventure. I get to walk 10 miles a day and I live in a beautiful place and I get to meet people. And every time I've done this with that mindset, I go for a walk fully present, like I get to do this, I'm enjoying doing this. This just happens to be the thing I have to do to achieve my goal, but I get to do it. And the 2 times I've been most present, I've met people that I would never have met just spontaneously. One of them I went on a date with and it was a good, fun date. So that's an adventure. You get to meet people and see places. Like I'm taking routes I've never been on before. So I'm getting to see parts of where I live that I've never seen. And now I know it's going to stick and I'm going to achieve my goals because I'm actually living life. I'm not just going, oh, I have to do this in order to get my goal. I invite you, whatever it is, and you have to be creative with this. If it's quitting vaping, then you might replace that habit with something else, but that becomes an adventure. It's not just, oh, this is going to suck, I'm quitting vaping. It's life. Whatever you set it's not like once I achieve the goal then I can live my life. No, the achieving of the goal is the life. You know, that's, your life is here in the present moment, so make it an adventure. Even the mundane things. You got to go to the gym. Yeah, whatever it is, make it adventurous. I get to walk 10 miles a day, and in doing so, like, I'm here in a place I've never been before. Chances are I'll meet people I've never met before, and that's a fun life. You know, that puts the adventure back into it. Not just every day at 9 o'clock I'm going to go to the gym and walk 10 miles on the treadmill and then go home, and then I can live my life again. So if there's something you've been putting off or struggling with, it's because you've made it mundane, you've made it boring, and you've kind of said, it's basically something I don't want to do, but I have to do it. So shift it to an adventure, you get to do it. Hope that helps. Speak to you soon. So in order to turn the mundane into an adventure, you normally have to walk the path less travelled. So for example, I need to walk 10 miles a day. I could just go to the gym, walk on the treadmill, and that would be absolutely mind-numbingly boring. But I get to turn it into an adventure. You can walk pretty far, like 10 miles is pretty far. So you can explore quite a lot of your local area where you live. And my creativity is kind of already going on this, because I'm thinking I might just go walk the El Camino, which is a pilgrimage walk that I've wanted to do. And I'm thinking, well, if I'm walking 10 miles a day anyway, I might as well just do that. So you can turn it into whatever adventure you want. So walk the path less travelled.